Welcome to Chess Whiz TV episode 24. Today is June 10th. I almost did it. I always have to look at what day it is, and now I was like, I know it's June 10th, and then I can't pronounce it. Today is June 10th, 2014. Big news. I'm so excited. This is the first time it's ever been June 10th, 2014. Today we're doing a little bit of everything, as you saw in the title. We're going to start off with a bullet tournament, so 1-minute chess games, and that'll go about 40 minutes. Give or take a minute. And then we're going to play a couple of slower games. Slower, not slow. 3, 4, maybe 5-minute games. And then we're going to call it a day. It's an hour cast. We're starting at the beginning of the hour, and we're ending at the end of the hour. Wow. Just the news is it's coming fast. So let's go play some chess. Here we are on lichess.org. Free online chess. Tournaments. Chess Daily Bullet. Join. They started without me. Go, 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 go. Look at that. Takeda already has 2 points. Oh, I'm playing Tony. Let's go, Tony. Chess, chess, chess. E4, D4, C3. Oh, this is not good for black. F3 is not a good move. F6, sorry. Oh, but it's turned out okay. What? That was weird. Trading queens would have been better. So this is a weird chess game, for sure. I've made the wrong move. C3 wasn't right. I should have just taken the pawn. But I was in a hurry. You know how it is. I'm sure you know when... What? Rook h7? This person is just going to confuse me into losing. I would have expected some kind of castling, but rook h7 is a very weird move. So let's see what Tony has up his or her sleeve up next. This is pretty good. Oh, walked into a pin now. Let's see what I can do. I like my knight here. I'm just going to end up trading things off. That's too bad. Tony's going to run out of time. This is not... You got to move faster in a 1-minute chess game. You got to move faster. And trade. Boring. I did not actually notice. And look at that. Knight c4, and I have to trade more. Well, Tony's getting a great position after a horrible start. The position's not great, actually, but it's greater than it ought to be for black. Black just made horrible moves, and now we've traded down into drawn ending. But it's not actually drawn because of the 13 seconds on the clock of our friend Tony 80. That's going to cost Tony 80 the game. All I have to do is move around a little bit. More. Five seconds now. Oh, you're in trouble, Tony. 2 seconds. Oh, my knight does not want to be there. Out of time, Tony. Okay, great, I win. Didn't deserve the win because I got a great position and just traded everything. It's kind of a common weakness for me. Waiting for our next game. Why not get big? Why not get big? Wait, why not get bigger? Checkmate. That's awesome. I got this extra cool feature. It's called Gigantic Chess Whiz. And when I click on it, Chess Whiz is gigantic. I'm using that a lot. I mean, if being big is good, being gigantic is gooder. Why aren't I starting another chess game? Okay, there we go. We're playing Anaya 94, and it's a center counter. Knight c3, d4. Let's see what happens. Baluk is a spectator of this game. As you see, if we scroll down here, it says Baluk. e5 immediately. Interesting. We were seeing a lot of that when we were watching Chess Whiz TV, when we were watching Lichess TV the other day. But this should be interesting. Oh, pretty good for black. My queen is ungainlily pinned. So let's see what I can do about that. What? What? This is weird. Once again, that knight can't do anything but go back to where it was. I guess I'll pin that. And take there. Yeah, he's liking that open file because now he can attack my king. But in my opinion, I'm going to get enough trades that it's not going to be scary. Now I've got a pawn, and he's got doubled pawns. I think I can trade rooks, and it won't be scary anymore. And then I'll win. Is that good? Not good enough. There. That's tricky. Queen's across from the queen. Oh, that's not tricky. Okay, now I win. Gotta move quickly. Oops. I meant rook d1, but this is okay. I need to move quicker than this. 17 seconds. Oh, a good pawn fork. How lucky. Oops, my queen. Oh, thank you. Man, we're playing real bad chess here. Real bad. 10 seconds now. I'm so ahead. All I need to do is make good moves. Discover check. Ah! Now I'm ahead the exchange. Oh no! Oh wow, where do I move? Oh, there. And I'm out of time now. Maybe I can win. No! I'm out of time. Something's up with my mouse. This is horrible. This is horrible. I'm getting a Kleenex. No, 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 no. I'm running out of time while I'm getting a Kleenex. I should have won that game 3 times over. I had enough material to win like 4 chess games. I was so far ahead. But I feel better because Takeda lost also. As you see in the standings over there on the left, Takeda is like the Chess with Stevie nemesis. He's always beating me. And now he's not. We're tied at 2 points each, so that makes me feel a lot better. At least Takeda's being a loser too. Yes. What's going on here? I've made some strange moves. Not sure how you get a knight f4, which can be taken for free, but that bishop could be taken for free. Pretty weird. But the result of this chess position is I've got a pretty good kingside attack. I can play a rook lift and start hitting those kingside areas. Could be hard to defend. Maybe. I'm not getting anything done. Once again, I'm trading off my good position into a bad one. Just like in the first game. Just like in the first game. But I've got more time this game. So that part is good. Losing. It's true that I'm losing. However, time is more important than winning. Thank you for trading there. I have to go here to avoid a skewer. Yes! All right. So that's actually a tricky endgame position. I'll show that to you if I get some time here at the end. So the king's on f3. If I move any of these squares, he can play rook h1, threatening to queen his pawn. And when I take his pawn on a2, he skewers me. Rook h2 check. The king is somewhere here, and he picks up my rook. So I have to go to g2, and that's a common queening tactic when your rook is stuck in front of the pawn, is to move the rook out of the way to prepare for a skewer when the pawn is taken. It takes some practice to see that. But once you've seen it a few times and you're used to it, then it just appears in front of you. It's like, oh, that's obvious. That's going to happen. I've seen it before. So keep an eye out for that if your rook or the enemy rook is in front of the queening square and it needs to get out of the way. Then watch out for skewers when it gets out of the way, because that can happen. So we picked up a win. We're now playing JZVC, which stands for Jvzik. I'm not sure why he picked that name. Thank you, Ajax Play, for the good luck. I like your name because Ajax stands for... I guess I'll pick up 2 minor pieces for my queen. That was a nice knight b5 move. Ajax stands for asynchronous. What's the J stand for? JavaScript. And then what's the AX stand for? I think AX just stands for AX. We should look that up. No one knows what Ajax means anymore because they just say Ajax. And Ajax isn't really Ajax because originally it was Microsoft's technology, and then everybody started using it for their own thing. And so it's not really Microsoft's anymore. It's tough being down a queen, I have to admit. It is asynchronous something or other. Why do people play speed games, Chess Tower? The reason is, if you start to lose, you can still win. That's why. Whoops, there goes my knight. That's why I play speed games. For example, I would have lost my knight there, except it's a speed game, so I didn't. I'm still going to lose my knight, but with the time the way it is, maybe I can win on time. That's the whole point of a speed game. See that? He has 9 seconds. How's he going to win in 6 seconds? He wants my last pawn, but I'm not going to give it to him. No! No! He got my last pawn. So that pawn is key, for those of you who don't know. If you lose all of your pieces and your last pawn, then when they flag, when they run out of time, you don't win, because they have nothing. You have nothing to checkmate them with. Special rule. So he started pawn hunting there, taking all my pawns, so I couldn't win. But then he checkmated me anyway, so it didn't matter. At Brock, this is an episode, and this is not, he says in chat. That's a bit of a contradiction. How can it be an episode and not? You guys are confused, some of you, because I did not episodes this weekend. But this is the real deal. This is an episode. So I went on air and said this is not an episode. The reason is I do episodes 3 times a week, as you can see, 3 p.m. Oh, that's being covered up. Whoops, that's the wrong window. That looks better. 3 times a week. But it's always at 3 p.m. GMT, which is the morning in the United States. And the result is that people who are not available at those times don't find out about ChessWhiz TV. So I did some casting. Should I check? I guess, why not? At other times, just so that more people could find out about me. Oh, I forgot to change the title. I'm so sorry, Happy-O. So sorry. I can't really change it during a 1-minute chess game. Uh-oh, I gave up g6. Oh, he didn't take g6. Gotta love speed chess. That's why we play speed chess. Because you can make bad moves. This should be good. I gotta cover d5. If queen takes c5, rook takes d5, and I would really be hurting. Oh, that's pin. Ah. There. I'm not gonna lose it now. Yes. 7 seconds for you, Lordy. I think it's Lordy. It could be Lord I, because some people actually pronounce I, like the letter I. Some people don't make any sense. Queen there! Come on, you can come checkmate me. He has 1 second, so I have to be really careful. This ought to do it. Yep, that worked great. Not very nice. So let's go change the title. Twitch.tv/chesswiz/dashboard. If you guys stream on Twitch, you can ChessWhiz. Now I hope you don't see my password here. You can see how many characters it has. That's worth something. And this should be episode 24. So apologies, episode 24. A little of everything. Update. Now there's a problem. That's not going to update. Whoops. That's not going to update on the main Lichess page, I think. I hope it does, but the only way to make it do that is to go off stream and on again, but I don't want to do that because it's going to cut up my video and it's going to make everybody drop, and that's not worth it. So I guess you're just going to have to be confused if it doesn't update. People are going to come in and say, is this an episode? And I'll say yes, and they'll say it doesn't say, it says it's not an episode, and then I'll say sorry. And we'll have that conversation over and over as people trickle in. Triple in, yes, the people come in 3 at a time. That's why I say they triple in. Interesting position. I don't like that f-pawn there, so let's push it. I'm going to go for a kingside attack. Let's bring the queen in the attack here. And then let's bring the knight into the attack. And then let's bring... Okay, he pushed a pawn. Now there's something to attack. Bishop takes h6 is threatened because that pawn is pinned. If he didn't push, there were no targets. I was just going to fish around, try to make some targets. But now there's targets. Now I can take stuff. Okay, Pargev, you're going down. It's up to date already. Thank you, Ornikar. Thank you. The title updated itself updated. That's what I call programming. Beautiful. Are you good at maths? Yes. I have 3 maths, and I'm good at all of them. Let me show you how good I am at math. 17 squared is 289, 19 squared is 361, 21 squared is 441. Am I good at maths? You tell me. Whoa, how did he do that? He memorized all the squares. Why? Because he's weird. ChessWhiz is really weird. No one would actually do that, except ChessWhiz. I think I'm going to win. Pergev is out of time. My average, what is my average? That's a tough question. I don't know what you mean by what is my average, but I'm checking my opponent and then I'm pushing more pawns to expose my king because he has no time left on his clock. So why not? Oh, good. I'll make some queens. Boom! Boom! Out of time! This calls for Big Chess Whiz. Wait, I don't have a keyboard shortcut for Big Chess Whiz. Boom! That was pretty cool. Whoa, I shrank. Whoa, and we're back to chess. Yes, I made Big Chess Whiz mode. Why did I do that? There's actually a great reason that you don't know, which is typical of great reasons. Did you know most of the reasons in the world you don't know them? But maybe I'll reveal that sometime. This is bad opening. Tony did it again, f6. So now I'm really punching this the way it ought to be punished, which is take e5, of course. But even if e4, e5, knight f3, which is pawn, pawn, knight here, you can still play. Oh, you're getting checkmated. You can still play, if f6, you can just take that thing. Checkmate. Wow, that was cool. And the pawn takes back and queen h5 check. It's deadly, deadly. So don't use your f pawn, that's this pawn right here, to defend your center in a king pawn game. It often turns out a bit too bloody for your liking. So someone in chat, this is Chess Tower, asks me, what is my chess average? But because I'm an American, I have no idea what that means. Maybe you mean my SAT scores, which in America that stands for SAT. It's actually standard something, 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 something. Maybe you're asking about my chess SAT score. Maybe. Or maybe you're asking me about something in your country that I don't have. And if that's so, the answer is I don't have that. So it's a little bit like the chicken pox. I don't know what a math average is. I'm sorry. However, I will reveal my SAT scores. On math section, I got 800 out of 800. If you don't believe me, well, then you're just going to have to not believe me because I don't have any way to prove that. But I really did. And here's the weird thing. Oh, queen takes c3. The weird thing is I didn't think that was possible because I thought I got a question wrong. There was this one question on the test. I was like, I don't know the answer. I don't know if it's this or this. So I'm thinking on the test, and then I'm like, well, I guess I'll guess this answer. So I guessed it, and then I went home and looked it up, and I was wrong. I was sure of it. I think I remember this. Maybe I'm wrong about being wrong. But I thought I remembered guessing the wrong answer. So I was like, well, didn't get them all right. Maybe I got all but one right, which would be really amazing because the SAT is hard. And then the test results came in the mail, and I got them all right. So I have no idea how I did that. Maybe some hacker hacked in there and gave me the credit for the win, even though I didn't win. I better defend, or get checkmated. This is bad, but ZVC is out of time, so maybe I'll survive with rook f1. Yeah, I will. You're out of time. Take. And my other rook's going to go, yep, out of time. Whew, that's why we play speed chess, because I was totally lost, totally dead meat. And then he runs out of time, so I win. Great. Jason Lee is not even here. See this red arrow? It means he's not on his computer. Oh, he appeared. King's Gambit for you, Jason Lee, because you took too long. Too long. So 800 on the math is amazing. Now, I took the SAT back when there was not 2,400 points as the maximum. So there were only two categories, math and what was the other category? I'll do this and make a huge center. Just made that one up. It was like vocabulary or language or writing. It was writing. Writing is the other category, I think. Nope, it's not writing. Writing's the new one they added. Anyway, I did not get 800 there. Otherwise, that would have been a perfect 1600, which is unheard of. Instead, I got 710, which I thought was horrible because my friend got 730 plus 800 on the math. So his total was 1530. Mine was only 1510. That's the story of my life. Maybe I'm amazing, but I'm not as amazing as the person sitting next to me. So I'll just take h6 and forget about it. That's what I'll do. Boom! Now I'm going to checkmate this guy. Oh, I can't play knight g5. Should I push something? Now let's bring the other knight into the game. Oh! Gotta cover h3. Very dangerous. Let's just push things now. So this is very bad for him. I'm thinking that there's not enough protection for his king. My rooks are starting to come in. Tough position. What? You gotta be kidding me. I'll throw in my queen for a knight. Do you see it? Ha! He doesn't see it. He's like, wow, he took my f7 pawn. I guess I won't take that for free with my knight. Instead, I'll give away my queen for free. Yeah, that's why we play speed chess, guys. That's why. What is going on? More free things. Guess I'll take that if he goes there. Yeah, do I deserve this win? Yes, because I entered a 1-minute chess tournament, and 1-minute games should go this way. Basically, the rule. Out of time, Jason Lee. Let's drink some water as celebration. No time to celebrate! Fighting Takeda! Fighting Takeda! If you guys can see where you can't see, you can see the game record, which you can't see. And it says Takeda has won 17 times against ChessWiz. ChessWiz has won 2 times against Takeda, and I think both of those were on stream. One of them was in an episode that's appropriately named Takeda Takedown, which isn't that great of an episode, or a great of an episode name. But if you want to see Takeda being taken down, you go watch that episode. There's not much in that episode. I mean, it's basically a boring episode, kind of like this one. But Takeda dies in it, so that's the one good thing about it. I think I'm still okay, even though he's pushing me around like a thing getting pushed around. What gets pushed around? I don't know. Oh, that pawn. Oh, clever. Clever. Should I lever it? I'll lever it. I hope a4. Now it's a little simpler. Let's make some poof for my ooft. Now my king can breathe. This guy's a smart player. But I'm holding things together. Take. And defend my own pawn. This is really bad. I should not do that, but I don't want to die. So I'll do it. And here. Now you have to defend. And you have to defend. What are you going to do? Defend. Yeah. Oh, I'm a check. Now what'll you do? Yeah, this is very delicate. Now I'm defending and you're under attack. Yes, I got your pawn, Takeda. I might win, except 15 seconds each. Let's go, pawn. Let's go. 11 seconds. Gotta go fast. Oops. Oh, yes. It's all about the time. And that's why I'm pre-moving bad moves. Yep. And Takeda is out of time. Did you hear that silence? That was ChessWiz winning. Did you hear that? Nobody was talking because ChessWiz was winning. Oh, yeah. I don't know how to celebrate online, but I'm doing it because Takeda just died. Let me show you. Takeda wins. ChessWiz wins. Takeda, ChessWiz. 17-2, guys. Well, that is now 17-3 because Takeda was taken down. I have 24 points. He has 28. I'm going to pass him because I got the little flame icon, which means win streak. Now I just have to take out this Georgian Lion, which is nothing like Takeda. You try playing a Georgian Lion. It's easy compared to Takeda. Just easy. Whew. Okay, let's roll some pawns on the king side. See what happens. Here come pawns. Oh, that's what happens. Didn't expect that, did ya? Close it up. Okay, this is going to be a really deadly attack. Really deadly. Didn't get to do what I wanted, but I guess I did what I didn't want, which is something. Knight coming in? Knight going out. You're not making good moves. Georgian Lion is easy. Easy mode chess. Whoa. Whoa, scary. Okay. Just got to build up a little more attack there. His king has nothing on. It's basically king of nudity. So we're going to checkmate it here. Oh, bishop takes rook would have been great. But I've got a pretty good checkmate coming. Like that, checkmate. Okay, Georgian Lion, you're toast. I get another win, 28 and a flame. I'm really far behind Villa Villain, so we've got to pass him next. We're going to win this Blitz tournament. Maybe not, but we're going to make chess moves until the test tournament is over. Not quite as good as winning, but it's something. Interesting position. I shouldn't take that, but he took with the pawn, so now he's got an isolated d-pawn, which I'm sinking my knight into. See how that pawn doesn't have any friends nearby? And by that I mean other pawns. Yeah, so my knight can just sit here forever, and he cannot kick it away. So that's called a knight outpost, and I love knight outposts. For me. I'm getting questions in thread in chat, and it's really hard to play chess while people ask you questions. This is tough. He's given away a piece. Now I don't know how to not get checkmated. Um, um, How do I not get checkmated, guys? Maybe there. Nope, that's not working. Oh boy, gonna try it. Oh man, something kind of a brain fart just occurred. Brain turned off. I don't know if I could have avoided that mate though. I mean, I played two lame moves, but even if I'd made two awesome moves, I might have still been checkmated. So, which quote do you think is the best to say when you win? Oh, that is a great question because you definitely need to gloat when you win. That's the only chance you get. I recommend standing up, first of all. You need to stand up and dance around the room, especially if it's a no over the board game. Especially if it was a 6-hour tournament game and everyone else is still playing. You stand up, first of all, because gloating sitting down is not as good. Secondly, you need to say something that is really gets under their skin. Not something that makes you feel good, but something that makes them feel bad. I shouldn't be saying this, guys. That's not a nice way to gloat. I don't know how to gloat. I never get to gloat. Only my dad gets to gloat. If you watch episode 22, The Father of Chess Was TV, you can see my dad playing chess. And what does he do? He didn't do it on stream, but he tends to jump up and dance around the room. You know, typical dad style. Here comes checkmate. Checkmate. Oh, this is cool. This is pretty cool, but this is even cooler. Where's the coolest? Oh, this is pretty cool. I like that one. There were others, but this is, as I said, pretty cool. Here's checkmate. Queen e5, checkmate. Yeah, something like good game. Which quote is the best to say? Good game. That's right. Extend your hand, offer a handshake. While you're shaking their hand, kick them under the table just for fun. And say, that was a good game, well played. And then you should say something like, not bad. You got second place. I like that one. What? Why would you check me? I was going to check you. Too bad there's a pawn right there, otherwise you'd fork me. With queen e4 check. Oh, this isn't so good, though. So what do I do to him? Queen e2, maybe? That protects this pawn. Now I can rook f1 and hit f7 pretty well. Why humiliate the opponent? That's right, you already took his rating points. Did you know rating points are like money? Basically, the more you have, the better chess player you are, and not the other way around. You might think, wow, he has a high rating, he must be a good player. You'd be right if you thought that. Check. But you could instead think, wow, he's a good player, he must have a high rating. I don't think I'm making any sense. But I'm playing chess. Just as good. Just as good. G3's gonna fall? No, it's not. Whoa, look at that defense. I am losing lots of material. Ooh, discovered attack on his bishop. Yes, all my thinking has paid off. If I can castle queenside, I'll be golden. Which is a saying that means I'll be made out of gold. Which makes you heavy. Oh, he's gonna take my knight f3 and my rook at the same time. I guess I'm not golden after all. Is there any move that saves both? 9 seconds! Ah! Run! Checkmate! Oh, that was lucky. Nice, just like, oh no, I'm out of time. Oh, there's a checkmate on the board. Guess I'll play a checkmate, and then I'll think about what to do. This person's rating is amazing, because it's hard to get a rating this low on this website. You see 1,035, he's almost below 1,000, which you should get a medal for. It's like, you know, there's a top 1% medal. If you're in the top 1% of players, well, there should be a medal for under 1,000, because that takes a lot of work. You gotta lose a lot of chess games against people who are of marginal ability in order to get a rating this low. So it's impressive that this player is playing in the bullet tournament, where you have to move very quickly, because people of this caliber don't tend to move very quickly. So that's good work, Zola25. I think it's a good idea to play in this tournament and just get the feel for really fast chess. I think that'll help you improve. But that's an amazing rating, and I have to admit, good work on that rating. Oh, bishop takes f7. Check and take my rook. Oh, thank you. Thank you for not taking that. I'll throw away a rook for 2 pieces to neutralize the threat. Oh, it's a double check with my bishop. You're dead. And now I protected f7. Well, you're playing appropriately for your rating. Checkmate. That was cool. Unless someone's being disrespectful, you should not be disrespectful. I agree with that. Do you think tutorial complete is a nice thing to say when you won? That's too confusing to most people. I mean, they're chess players. They're not geniuses. So if you say tutorial complete, they'll probably look around and be like, what tutorial? What are you talking about? Now, it's subtle because you meant that you were teaching them a tutorial. But I don't think they'll figure that out. They'll just be confused. So don't waste your words on them. Did you know you had so many questions? Yes, we have 14 minutes left on this tournament over here. You can see the 14. And we're not anywhere near Vilvillian. Vivillian. That's a cool name. So we're not going to win the tournament unless we start winning a lot of games very fast, which could happen. But it's not looking like it's going to. I want to play Rook E1, but I would die if I did. So this is tough. See what we can do about this. Looks like it's kind of drawish. But my king is further advanced. Weird, huh? What's going to happen now? I guess I'll take that, just in case it's suicide not to. Nothing's going to happen still. Boom, I have an extra tempo over here. Anytime I want, I could play b3 and waste a move. Our opponent, on the other hand, doesn't, but it's meaningless. It could be useful, actually. Whoops. But it turns out not to be useful. Oh, mistake. Mistake, now I win. He should have stayed up front where his king could fight, and instead he moved over here where I can destroy him. You don't want to retreat with your king in a position like this, because you need your king to be as forward as possible to help fight. Oops. Good thing I can still queen. Timeout. White is victorious. Good thing I was about to move my queen where it could be taken. Okay, I win. How are we doing? I still got that flame going. I'm doing pretty well in this tournament. The problem is there's other people doing even better. If I weren't... Vilvillian just lost his streak, though. Look at that. 58. 58 with a loss. I wonder who took him out. Let's go see. It was... Games played. It was Tony 80, that player who plays f6 on the second move. Amazing job, Tony. I would go watch that game, except I'm about to win this game. I win. 44. Why do I get points for my opponent not coming to the game? I don't know, but I guess I'll take them. I'm now in 3rd place behind Takeda and Vivillian. This is good. Oh, look, it was a draw, actually. See the 2 points? That was 2 points for a draw between Vivillian and Tony. So that was amazing. I wish I had the acumen in pawn endings. You've got the acumen, LeChessor, because you know the word acumen, and that's impressive in its own right. Let's try the giveaway every pawn variation. Oh, he didn't accept the gambit. Now it's the isolated d pawn. Can I win a pawn? Not very well. I want to play e5 and take that pinned thing, but I'm a little slow. No. He got the better position by doubling my pawns. Bad. And now he won a pawn. Great play by Radibor1. His rating is only 6097. That's actually a good rating, just not as good as mine. But he got a great position. Taking things is the right thing to do, so he's playing very wisely. That wasn't good, though. c6 didn't make any sense. He should have played rook d2. I'll just back up because I want to come down here and he's not going to let me. Okay, then get out because I'm doing it. He's going to block with his rook. Huh. I want to eat up those pawns there, but he's being too defensive. Is that safe? I guess so. Weird. 20 seconds, 22 seconds. Time is running out. What can I do to this guy? Not much. Pin him and win him. He should have played b5 to protect the knight, and he didn't do that, so now I want a knight. b5 would have held him together. Okay, now I can win. 13 seconds. Thank you. Often, if you're playing a strong player, you simply need to make moves until they mess up. And this is one of those times. Oops, that wasn't very far. This'll do it. Push. Push. I know the rule. If you get your pawn to the end, it can't move. Not. It becomes a Q. That's just what I need in this position. Just what I need. You've got the acumen, LeChessor, because you know the word acumen. He wishes he had the acumen for pawn endings. The rule in pawn endings is use your king and use your head, but not in the same way, because you don't want to tip your head over on its side when you resign. 9 more minutes of bullet, and then we're going to do a little more of something else. F6! I love this. See, bishop here is not that powerful because my knight is not pinnable. So this is a decent position for me now, even though I'm black. Rook e8, knight f8, and queen up, and what's going on? This is interesting. I'm taking that, and then I'm gonna fight. It's kind of drawish, but did he fix his pawns? No, he didn't. He didn't want to fix them. Interesting. Well, I'll centralize my queen and fix my pawns. Fixed, well, they're improved. They weren't broken, but now they're better and not broken. So this is better for me. He's got 1, 2, 3 pawns on white squares. Well, now it's 2. My king is so advanced. This is better. I think I can win. Bishop for knight, but he's got the bad bishop. Look how bad it is. He's forced away. Now I'm ahead a pawn. Should I chase after this other pawn? I'm going for it. King in the corner is not that great a strategy, but I got a pawn. So fortunately, these two guys are doing a wonderful job holding the king away. Wonderful job blocking in the center. And I just ransacked his queen side. So now I can make a queen over here. See, that's the kind of thing he needs to do, but I can take with knight and still have that beautiful wall of things. Wow. Oh, that endgame just got better and better and better. Amazing. Endgames don't usually go this well. I need to be pre-moving now so that I don't run out of time. So I'll do that. Pre-move, pre-move, four pawns in a row. Look at those pawns. Pretty powerful. Whoops. Guess I lost one. Checkmate. Oh, that was fun. Checkmate with a pawn. Yes, another win. The win streak is continuing. I've won 7 in a row, but Vivilion and Takeda are not stopping their streak. So in order for me to defeat Takeda, I need to win and then win. And if I play Takeda, that'll be my one chance. Vivilion is up, guys. I am playing the tournament leader. If I can take him down, then I have a chance to beat Takeda. And if I can't, then I get 3rd place. In fact, maybe lower. So that's kind of rough that I got this pairing, because pairings are actually completely random. So I'm not too happy about that, but that's the way life goes. Let's see if I can get a free pawn. I'm sure a strong player like Vivilion, it's a villain. Vivilion would not have just allowed a free pawn now, right? Looks like Vivilion offered a free pawn to me and I took it. Oh no! Clever. And I didn't even have to allow that. I didn't have to play c3. Well, is there any clever move that will save my problems and make them smaller problems? No! My knight is pinned while I go in here. That didn't make much sense. But it was fun to play. Yep, villain wins now. I had an extra pawn until I lost a piece. I don't think there's any point in playing on, but I'll do it just for fun. Nope, I'm not going to now. Losing that pawn was just too much. I died, and now I've just got to fight to hold 3rd place. 3rd is not bad in a big tournament like this. This is the daily blitz. This only happens once a day. So 3rd place is pretty good. But I wanted second. I wanted to beat Takeda so bad. Now I beat him in the game we played, so that's worth something. You saw the celebration. That was awesome. But he's finishing with more points in the tournament. So I'll have to beat him even in more ways than one next time. Do you like Pokemon? Asks Alt at Brock. The answer is no. Pokemon's horrible. However, I should add, however, I know people who used to like Pokemon. Which means I can say things like Squirtle and gotta catch 'em all. And I don't even know what those mean, but I can say them. So it's worth something. I really don't know anything about Pokemon. However, I have played Super Smash Bros. Melee, the best fighting game in the world. And there's a Pokemon character. I think it's called Pokemon Trainer in that game. Which is weird character if you've played that, which probably no one has played exactly what I'm talking about. But if you have, you know how weird that is fighting against that character, because they have two Pokemons, if that's even a word. Then there's also Pikachu, which is a character in Super Smash Bros. Melee. So I learned a little bit from that, like Pikachu shoots lightning out of the sky. That's pretty annoying, but I know that. Now the actual, in terms of playing Pokemon, I have no idea what I'm doing. I know it's played on the super old Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advanced, once upon a time it was. But that's not very much knowledge. Oh, I lost my pawn, and now we're back to even. So this endgame's a lot like the other one, except I'm not awesome. Okay, let's put his pawns on white. Your pawns are on white, dude. Let's see what I can do about this. I am not taking there. That will let his king in. Just leave things the way they are. He's letting my king in. Great. Maybe I can make something happen. Advanced king. So the opponent is messing up to allow my king to get this far ahead. However, it may come to nothing. Because I need to defend like this. Yeah, pretty Josh. Oh, 3 seconds for the opponent. I'm going to win. Sorry, this is why we play fast games. Because you win in drawn endings. Yes. So Mitkins won that game and has a streak and is only 1 point behind me. So I need to do better than Mitkins, and I don't know if I can. So all I can do is try to win this game as fast as possible because there's 3 minutes left in the tournament. And maybe I will stay ahead. But because Mitkins has a streak going, there's a chance that I will just not be able to stay ahead. This is horrible for me. How did those pawns become so potent? I allowed it. Look at that. D6 traps my bishop. Better get out of the way. D6 is still not played, so that's good. Now it's played. I can go after the E5 pawn. Uh-oh. It's tough. Let's see what we can do. A pin. Attack that. Maybe I should have taken with knight. This is so difficult. Still going after E5 here. 2 defenders. So if I take, maybe I can hold. Wow. Oh, it wasn't very pinned. I should have just started by taking that thing. Oh, back rank checkmate. Nope, this is blocked. Oh, this is so scary. Here helps to stop the checkmate. And now here, I'm down a whole rook. I've just noticed. But I have the 2 bishops. That should be worth something. Not worth a rook, though. I did the math, and 2 bishops is not as good. 16 seconds for my opponent. 6 seconds for me. Can we say doing badly? Do not queen your pawn. I forbid it. I'm out of time. Good game. So I'm hoping Mitkins lost. No! Mitkins won and has moved ahead of me. I blame being paired against Vivillon for that, because I got a free pawn against Vivillon and lost a piece to a pin I could have avoided, and that's why I'm not getting 3rd place in this tournament. Sad. Sad, sad. Oh, your pawns are double. At least, oh, I'm playing Vivillon again. This is my chance to annoy Vivillon. Even though Vivillon wins the tournament, I can still annoy him or her. Probably him, because most people on the internet are him. Doubling my rooks. This is a good position for me. I like this position. Sink my knight into f4, which is a hole. I gotta get my rook safe. This is pretty scary. Now I can't sink my knight into f4. Coming back, guys. I don't know why I went over there, but I'm coming back. Or maybe I should just charge in even further. Let's see what happens if I do this. Oh, I lose h6. Uh-oh. Oh, and Vivillain is such a good player. That Vivillain saw that move. I could still make something happen, maybe. Yes, I made something happen, guys. Something is happening. What's happening? Black's queen is getting trapped. That's something. Let's check again. H3 nope, G3 nope, F2 nope, F3 can't go there, F4, E4, D4, G4, take the bishop, blah, blah, blah. I made something happen. That's worth something. I'm just going to sit here and run out of time. And then I'm going to flag, and the tournament is over. So, who won the tournament? Vivillain. Vivillain. And Vivillain got one loss and one draw, and then a loss there, and a lot of wins. Whereas ChessWiz took a loss there, and what's that 2 mean? Oh, that's a win. A loss there, a loss there. So I got at least 4 losses. GG's. Thanks for a great tournament. Strong lineup there. I actually got 5th place because JV, blah, 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 also beat me with 56. That's what happened when I ended my streak with 2 losses there. 2 people passed me, so that's sad. That's life. At least I'm on TV, right? Are these guys on TV? No, and they can't make themselves giant. Giant ChessWiz! That's one thing they can't do. So, I mean, I've got one thing above them. I can be giant. So let's go play some slower games. We've got another 15 minutes before the end of the cast. So let's play a 4-minute game with 1 second delay. And actually do some thinking about our chess. Ears? I like you, ears. Before the end of the cast, because we don't have much more time. Interesting things are flying past the chat. Let's see if I can catch anything. Thank you for correcting Vivillain. It is Vivillain, as far as I can tell. You said you'll play classical music. I deny it. I deny it. If you say that I said that, I say I didn't. We should play Warcraft 3, huh, ChessWiz? No! I don't even know how to play Warcraft 3. There's 4 races, I know that much. There's humans and a bunch of weird things. And I would rather play StarCraft with you, because I actually know the races. You got the Protoss, and the Zerg, and you got the Terran, so we should play that one. Knight F4. You guys are kibitzing about the game. Does that bullet turning happen every day? Says @Brock. The answer is yes, and here's how you do it. lichess.org, which let me hide my cover of it. See what it says right there? Up there. That's how to get there. So you go there, and then you click on tournaments at the top. Now, you can't see tournaments, unfortunately, because it's off screen for you. But Bordock isn't moving. There we go, Bordock. Let's take some center. Click on tournaments, and then on the left panel you can see the daily bullet. There's a daily bullet, which is 1-minute chess. There's a daily blitz, which is 5-minute chess. And there's a daily slow, which is slow. Not only is it slow games, but it lasts forever. So you might not want to play that one. But if you like really slow, I think it's game in 10 minutes. 10 minutes per side. Then you could do that. I protect my pawn. No, I'm going to bring out a pawn. You're going to play queen a5. I just know it. Which doesn't make any sense, but you're going to do it. And then I protect my pawn. You did it. You code JavaScript, says Chess Tower? Yes. But JavaScript is like catching fish with your bare hands. You can't do it. It's kind of weird. Every hour the tournament occurs. That's true, but the daily bullet does not occur every hour. The daily bullet, amazing, occurs every day. Take. That makes my bishop look stupid if I trade off my d-pawn. If I push my d-pawn, I just lose a pawn. If I leave things the way they are, that gets no good. I guess I'll let my bishop look stupid. At least I can kick his bishop around the board a little bit. If that happens. 15 minutes? No. Yes, I'm sorry, Secret Oz. Only 15 minutes. The broadcast for ChessWiz TV. How come my cool chess pieces aren't showing up here? Let's work on that. Whoa! Cool chess pieces just appeared right there. Nice. The broadcasts, which are 3 p.m. Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, occur for about 1 hour each. Now, the Saturday one is often a bonus. It often goes long. And this last weekend, I broadcasted some not episodes, which was a lot of fun. Maybe I'll do that again sometime, but not real soon. It's going to be at least a week from now. But they're typically an hour long, unless it's Saturday. So I'm sorry, Secret Oz. You're going to have to, if you need your Chess with TV fix and an hour isn't enough for you, then you should go to the YouTube channel, because if you can find Chess with TV on YouTube, you can find all the past episodes. Some of those are great. Some of them are such boring pieces of content. Call that content. It's complimentary. I'm going to push this thing and see what I can do on the king side. Now, I've really advanced my pawns far on the king side, like seriously far. And that's not that recommended. This h3 g4 pawn, it's nice and this always happens to me. Queen a5 just attacks everything in this line on this row, this rank, including my bishop. I should have recaptured with bishop. Maybe Bordock will grant me a take back. Let's find out. Take back. Let's see how many people are watching. My computer says 43. 40 people want a take back. Twitch.tv/ChessWiz. He's going to click that and he's going to say, oh, ChessWiz TV. Okay, I'll give a take back. We'll find out. Okay, I'll offer you one more take back. See if you want it now. Do you know how to get a background image attribute from a div? Yes, I do, Chess Tower, but that's not JavaScript. Getting a background image from a div is hard. Interesting trick. Getting it from a div. Now, it's easy to put it into a div, but getting it out, that's pretty hard. Oh, people in chat are like, lol, you lost your bishop. Heh. You have to play without it. And they're actually saying, I'm so glad you lost your bishop. Now I want to see you win without it. That's so mean. Bordock is rated over 2,000, which is okay. You want to see me play down in rook too? Because that's what I'm about to do. I'll attack his queen. Your queen's under attack. Wait. Yeah, it is. Guys, this is not getting better. It's getting worse. Much worse. Do you see how bad this is? I do, and it's really bad. When in doubt, push a pawn. That would really put me in doubt. I guess I'll just lose a whole rook. Wow. Document.getElementById, div.id.getAttribute background image. I don't know about that, because that's all JavaScripty. I would use jQuery, and I would use $, left parentheses, single quote, and then a hash symbol, and then the ID of your tag, and then another single quote. You could use double quotes, and then a close parenthesis, and then a dot, and then HETR, which stands for attribute, then an open parenthesis and another quote, and then background dash image, close quote, right parentheses. That's going to get you the background image. Programming is full of weird symbols. I resign. Let's go play some chess that doesn't involve huge blunders. Another time control of the same. Maybe Bordock will match me again and not take a free bishop. Chess Tower, that looks about right, but I wouldn't use getAttribute because that's all JavaScript. That's called vanilla.js. And I would rather use jQuery, because everybody does. But how can we talk about programming on ChessWiz TV? That'll bore most people because they don't know anything about programming, right, guys? Right? You know about chess, but not programming. So let's talk about Alekin's defense. Did you know it's not pronounced Alekine? It's pronounced Alekin. And did you know he died of drinking too much? Sad man, Alekin. He had a drinking problem. He was the world champion, and then he died. And there are very few cases of world champions continuing to be world champion after they're dead. Very, very few. Do you know who was world champion for the longest amount of time? Emanuel Lasker. And Emanuel is a great name because it kind of makes it sound like, whoa, I'm here to save you. But that was just his name. And that world record of longest time being world champion will never be broken. Why? Because FIDE changed the rules, and very controversial. Don't ask Garry Kasparov about this, but they made a new world champion every really short amount of time. Seriously, like every this much time there's a new champion. So how is someone going to be champion for 29 years in a row? They never will. But Emanuel Lasker was world champion for 29 years in a row. How did he do that? Well, he only had to defend his title a couple of times. Because of the way the rules were back then, you would have the championship, and then a long time later, you'd play one chess match. Now, a match is multiple games. And if you won it, then you're still the champion. So you could stay champion for a long time. Now they've got this knockout system and blah, 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 and the championship changes hands a lot. I'm taking with the queen so that his pawn stays isolated and I don't get an isolated pawn as well. So this pawn structure is known as the white Isolani. The Isolani is the isolated d-pawn. It's so common that we gave it a name. And I like this position for me, because I don't think he can do that much with the extra space, but I can do that much blockading the pawn. I just need to bring out the rest of my pieces, and I need to hurry in doing that. He's preparing bishop c4. I don't really mind, because queen e6 looks okay. Let's get my knight over there, so I really want to sink my knight into d5. Question, you are Russian. No. Watch this. Ooh, chess whiz in slow motion. Do you know why I'm in slow motion? I'm not Russian. Zing. Knight f6. He mentioned before that he's American. That's actually true. I am American, and here's how you can tell. Because I say Americans are dumb. No other country would say Americans are dumb. If they did, boom, their country would blow up, because that's the way America works. Not really. At least I hope not. But I can say Americans are dumb because I'm an American. All my neighbors are American. Actually, all my neighbors are Hispanic, which is the way you say Mexican in a friendly way. But I'm not going to say any more about that because they're Americans. So I can insult Americans. I try not to insult other nationalities, although it's fun, because... Where's my piece? Where's my bishop? Did you take my bishop off the board? Serg VW1? Did you just take my bishop? I need that. I was going to use that bishop. Could you please give it back? Please? He's not answering. That was so mean. Doesn't he know I'm talking about Americans? I don't have time to protect my bishop. There's no difference between America and the rest of the world. Wrong. The rest of the world's in the Eastern Hemisphere, and America is in the Western Hemisphere. That's the difference. Do you have a rating? Asks Tari. I'm looking in the corner here at the chat. Do you have a rating? Asks Tari Kemar. He's not an American, because that's not an American name. That's a clever question because it's a yes or no question, and the answer is yes. Question answered. I love that. I mean, people say, would you like to go to the beach or the mountains? And I say, yes, because I would like to go to the beach or the mountains. Thank you, Captain Literal, answering those questions. Definitely avoid answering questions by taking them too literally, and then you don't really have to give any information out with your answer. So the answer is yes, I have a rating. Do you want to know what my rating is? You're going to have to ask another question, because otherwise you won't know. Unfortunately, I'm down a piece, and that lowers my rating. Olith123 sees that it's 2079, but that's my light chess rating, and that goes up and down like a yo-yo. When I go on air, it goes down, and when I get off air, it goes up. Do you guys know what I do when I'm off air? I play 1 second chess without talking to you guys, and I play way better. I wouldn't have lost that bishop, by the way, if it weren't for the Americans. And that's how it works. 3 minutes till we're going off air, so this is the last game. I'm sorry, guys. You're going to have to tune in on Thursday at 3 p.m. GMT when we are going to do something that is similar to this, aka play chess. But because we're ending right now, and I'm losing everything, I wish I could just take a knight and drag it onto the board. Then we'd have a more even game. Because right now this is not even. Any suggestions, guys? Maybe king g8. Yeah, that looks good. Because if I hide in the corner, he can't checkmate me. Maybe h6 is safer. Let's go over there. Okay, he won't be able to checkmate me now. I need to build a house with my pawns. Up one more, and then I'll build up here. He'll never checkmate me. I'll build a house. Actually, there's a board game where you build a house. It's called Go. In Go, you surround territory with your stones. And in some languages, it's called building house. Now, house is an English word, but the word for it in the other language is house. Maybe he'll stalemate me. That would be good. I'm almost stalemated. My only move is king h4. The problem is, after I play that, I've got more moves I can make. Leo3 is watching. See this? Spectators Leo3. Why did he come watch my demise? He's in the chat, too. And he's like, oh, I'm going to go watch the real game so I can watch ChessWiz die faster. Thanks. Okay, that's all the questions in chat. Oh, I've been checkmated. G, which stands for good game. Game. My chats aren't showing up. I've been censored. I don't know why. Well, guys, this has been ChessWiz TV. Thank you for watching. It was definitely an interesting game. The fun part today was beating Takeda again. That's right. We should get him on air here and just gloat the whole 60 minutes. We can stand up, dance around, and be like, You remember that tournament when Chess was beat you? I remember it. In fact, I'm thinking about it right now, and then I'll go like this. Boom! It's going to be great. I don't think he's going to come on air because I don't know if he speaks English, but if he does, we should do that. Definitely. I've got 2 spectators in that game now going, how did Chess was lose? I hung my bishop, guys. My bishop on f5. Psh, it was gone. A rook took it. That's how Chess was lost that game. So thanks for watching. If you like Chess was TV, you can find me on YouTube, but good luck. You have to spell Chess was correctly, and then you have to say, I really meant that. If you also liked, you can watch live on Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturday at 3 p.m. If you also like, you can find my Twitter. Good luck with that. You won't be able to, because I'm not ChessWiz on Twitter. I'm ChessWiz TV. And is there anything else you can like? Yes, you can click on this video and it takes you to twitch.tv, and then you can click the heart. That's all the things you can do. If you like me beyond all those things, you're just going to have to tell your friends, because that's all you can do. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you next time.